not what I was expecting.
Me either.
Come out of your mouth. Welcome to No Bullshit with Kyle and Kelly.
I guess.
Yeah. He still doesn't care for that. It's not copywritten if we're adding our names.
Can't fight you there. I'll fight you somewhere along the way, but I can't fight you on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely fight about something.
I'm really good at it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's like your specialty. Which is part of the reason for this topic, because kind of likes to fight with these thirsty people.
All right, so the topic at hand, in case you can't tell because of the vague title that we put up.
It's kind of slang. Some people might not understand the slang either, so we should explain.
So this video is specifically about dudes. Well, it's mostly dudes. Let's be honest.
It's women as well. It could be either.
I can attest to that personally. But let's just be honest here. It's mostly dudes who are a little bit aggressive, let's say, in recovery.
That's what we call thirsty.
Yeah, thirsty dudes who message girls, or guys for that matter. I don't give a shit. Or people,
women who do the same thing.
Yeah, but anyone really who just messages someone, or say they're at a meeting or something, the 13th step, as it's known in the community, and it just gives everyone the creeps, and you're a terrible person because of it.
And that's why you're talking like Bill Cosby?
Yep. Freudian slip.
Yes. It makes an uncomfortable situation for everyone involved, I would believe, especially if they're unwanted advances. Frankly, okay, if we're talking about this specifically for recovery and addiction, then...
I mean, it happens on the internet regardless. People are going to send you inappropriate messages.
It's a little different, though, because you're very vulnerable.
Oh, yeah.
Especially, you're that new person in a room in a meeting is where I'm thinking the most vulnerable people lie and the most accessible people. And when you have these fucking creeps, for lack of a better term, who prey on these people, it's got to stop.
It's not going to stop. Let's just be perfectly honest. The internet is a breeding ground for people just not having to deal with the consequences of their actions. You can just type whatever you want. If this person is repulsed by it, you don't actually have to deal with it most of the time.
You know what, though? You know what? There's this handy little thing on our phones. It's called a screenshot.
Screenshots are your best friend.
We'll blow up your fucking spot. I've never had to do that yet.
That blows my mind, though. Like when someone sends a message thinking that it's a private message. Okay, whatever. But it's your real name there, man. Like, what are you doing? It's so weird. But I'm not gonna say I get it, because it's the last act of a desperate, terrible person.
So he gets it.
I don't get it, because to be honest with you, I'm not gonna make myself sound like I'm a saint or anything, but I specifically don't message girls sometimes, or don't comment on a post sometimes, just because it seems weird. Because you
don't want to be that creep.
Exactly, and I see it all the time. I see it all the time.
Flip side of the problem.
Exactly, because I can tell you real quick, one of the reasons I was asked to be an admin in Heroin Support Group is specifically because I was not hitting on one of the admins, and she thought that was weird, and I was that's just not how. It just makes me uncomfortable, even online. But I see it happen all the time. Like, you see the same couple people on different posts who are just like, oh, congratulations, great job, keep it up, you're beautiful, and like a little smiley face, just like, I see what you're fucking doing. Don't try to slip one. How come you don't comment on the same guys, on a different guy's post? Like, it just blows my mind. And I get messages a lot because obviously I am an admin, so.
If you want to talk to somebody, that's fine. And if it's mutually agreed upon, that's fine. However, unwanted advances, or if someone's messaging you and you're not responding, give it the fuck up. For me, personally, this is what happens. My phone will ding. That's the little notification I get when I get an instant message. Generally, it's somebody who needs help or a friend that I want to speak to. And it hasn't been that bad lately, but there was a period of time, because I've been very careful with my screening process. Unfortunately, I've had to do this. I've had to deny a lot of people.
Thanks, Travis.
Friend requests because I don't know, but my phone was just ding, ding, ding. And every time I go to look at it, I'm thinking, I drop everything because I'm thinking someone needs help, and there's Hey Sexy on there.
And you're not even an addict.
You're wasting my fucking time. You're taking away time from my family, perhaps, or, you know, whatever I like to do in my own time. You just stole a minute of my life. I hate you.
A minute of your life that you were gonna.
Stole a minute of my life.
That was prime for Netflix or something better. But
don't steal that. That's mine. I'm not doing that. Stole a minute of my life.
Oh, come on. It's already or whatever. But no, honestly, it's embarrassing to be associated with a guy in recovery when you can't just send an honest message or a comment to someone just saying,
women do it too, though.
You're doing a great job. I know women do it too.
Two other women or men, or, you know, I've had women that were just as bad. I'm sorry. I just don't want it to be a like.
No, I get it. It does happen. It has happened to me too, but not to the extent that I have to fucking swat people away or avoid an entire group.
I've had Kyle, actually. People have literally called me on FaceTime Messenger that I've never had an interaction with before.
Oh, that dude from England.
No, the one from Kentucky too. Remember, you answered that one.
Oh.
I'll hand my phone over to a male if I'm with a male and have them. How dare you FaceTime me on that? How dare you? I'm sorry, that's fucking ballsy.
I don't know. I answered that phone and that guy was still
really
into it. So
fucking inappropriate.
It was inappropriate, but he was still into it even after I opened the phone. So that was even weirder.
And I'm pretty patient. I mean, but come on.
I don't know. We didn't really have a general direction for this. We just wanted to call motherfuckers out, basically. Cut it out. Cut the shit, dude. Like, it's gross. Stop it. Stop it.
It's interfering.
I'll rub your face in your mess.
It's just interfering with, you know, specifically regarding recovery. You're interfering with other people's lives.
It's such a fragile state of mind to be in, and trust is something that's hard to gain as an addict or just like in general, because generally
I have trust issues. I won't lie.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad for anybody. Like, let's be honest, it's not just the addiction community, but it is very prevalent, and it's something that I've noticed, especially online. Yeah. It's so easy to just be a scumbag online. I don't know how, but these people are really good at it. Screenshots are your best friend. Like, yes, screenshot the shit out of them, share them. And then just, you know, public humiliation.
Some ways you can protect yourself from this. This is lessened a lot on my end just by being a little bit more cautious about who I accept friend requests from. You know, if you're looking to hook up, that's fine, but Facebook isn't really, I don't know. To me, that's not what this platform's for. That's what Snapchat's for. You know, like, come on.
And if you're going to do it, there's ways to go about it. Just talk to him like a regular human being. Don't be just like, who. If you wouldn't say this to this person in front of their face, then why would you say it?
That is
like
such a
it gives people such a platform to just have, like I said, no consequences.
I really like that.
They just feel like there's no consequences, so they just say whatever they want, because then they can just be like, all right, I'm gonna close my screen and pretend like this never happened, like, or I'll block the person or some shit. I don't know.
Stop balling.
It's
not working.
It's just it.
Not working.
It blows my mind, and as serious of a situation as it is most of the time, I find it comical when I do see it, especially in the group.
Sometimes
especially in the group, because I do not have any qualms about calling you out in front of everybody. Sometimes I'll just delete the comments if they're just absurd.
I know, I do too, Travis. Like, fuck FaceTime. Like,
yeah,
I'll do it with family, and that's it. Like,
I don't even like regular
stranger just doing that.
I don't even like regular phone calls from people I know, let alone a FaceTime with a stranger.
We're friends, cool, you know.
But it's the whole situation is just weird. Stop it. Stop being weird.
Stop being weird on Facebook.
Stop
do
being
it on Snapchat
weirdo.
or Instagram or somewhere else.
Somewhere where the person has to accept who you are, like, you know, like, I don't know how.
Yeah, you know what? Well, because you know, most people, like, I can't block Messenger because of what I do. So I have to. I will receive messages from anyone, whether they're a friend or not. I don't screen that because frequently people that need help from me are not on my friends list because they don't want people knowing they need help. So I don't have any way to be able to block this.
It ties into the meme that I made a couple weeks ago. It's just like, don't tell a girl that she's too pretty for drugs. Stop it.
That.
Stop it. Stop telling anybody that everybody's too pretty for drugs. they're fucking ugly as shit. They're the worst thing in the world. So stop it. Stop telling anybody that they're too pretty, because everybody's too pretty. Unless you're gonna start commenting on my posts, telling me how pretty I am and how I
think you're beautiful.
I'd appreciate that very much, but I'm gonna slam that down, because that's the practice right there. Just be like, okay, thank you, but you're being a weirdo right now, and I would appreciate it if you stop being a weirdo, or else I'm gonna screenshot this entire thing.
Okay, I can accept that you think I'm a weirdo, and I will stop calling you beautiful.
Well, I didn't say that.
It's as simple as that.
I didn't say that, because my ego is still very fragile, and it enjoys. Hey, right. Ethan, that's a good idea.
Yeah, we were actually thinking about that. This idiot, too, went to broadcasting school.
This idiot.
And still hasn't set it up yet. I don't know what he's waiting for.
All right.
He's waiting for more people to tell him he's beautiful. Everyone's private message Kyle tonight and tell him he's beautiful.
God, you just opened up a can of fucking worms.
Please.
All right.
Maybe he'll do the podcast.
See, you're acting like I haven't had any bumps along the road at all. Like, it's been a rocky year, all right?
Yeah, thank you, Ethan. Damn it, Kyle.
Damn it, Kyle. Oh, God damn it, I can never escape that fucking show. The last 20-something years. God damn it, Kyle. Get your shit together. See?
Yeah.
It's funny because
we're gonna all go out to lunch. Kyle lives here now, so we can all go out. Ethan's from Connecticut.
I wonder if he saw my inspirational quote that I sent myself in the mail the other day.
If you're not friends with him, you should friend request.
I literally sent myself a piece of mail the other day that said, "Get your shit together." So I can't like, deny that.
Who does that?
So to recap,
weirdos.
To recap, before we go totally off the fucking rails, stop sending creepy messages, no matter who you are, to whomever you're sending them to. Just stop it. And if you want to continue doing that, oh my God, I'm sure there's so many groups out there that are just all about it.
Plenty of
there's
groups.
literally 13-step groups that you can join, which are wild.
There's tons of, other platforms, but the unsolicited shit, like Kyle, I think that was an excellent point you made. If it's not something you'd say to somebody's face, don't fucking say it to them on Facebook.
Well, I mean, that should be the golden rule for everybody on Facebook. If you would never just openly drop the C word, which I've been swearing a lot, but I'm not gonna say the C word. I'm sorry,
I'm a bad influence.
But if you're gonna openly call someone that online and not just, if you wouldn't say the message out loud to whomever's around you, like if your parent or your mom's sitting next to you, like, "Mom, this bitch is being a cunt."
Well, like, our house is kind of.
Oh well, I mean,
weird. We're a little more laid back.
I think swearing is just speaking in cursive. It's elegant. You gotta get your point across sometimes.
Wow, we're nailing this one. Yeah. So I don't know. Just stop being crazy.
It goes to everybody. It stretches across the world. Stop being a goddamn weirdo. You're ruining it for everybody.
If you're thirsty, get a glass of water.
Oh my God, there's not enough fucking water. You would think we were in a fucking.
Get a drink.
You would think there's a desert wasteland outside with the amount of thirst that just goes on unquenched.
Just join the groups. Do it somewhere else. That's all. And stop taking it personally. If you're gonna message someone being a weirdo and they turn you down, like, don't go like, "Oh, you're a crazy bitch." Then like, no, you're just. You know what? You should read a book, perhaps, on how to communicate effectively with the opposite sex or the same sex.
I think you lost them at reading a book. They heard read a book and they're like, ugh.
Google it. Google it. Google
how to not be a fucking weirdo.
Yes, try that.
For dummies.
I don't know. We're just like. I don't know what this is.
This is, we've been on a little bit of a hiatus for the last couple of weeks. We're stir crazy.
Yeah, we were like, we haven't done a video in a while. We didn't have a great time. So we're telling people to stop being freaking weirdos. And
we're saving the internet one thirsty dude at a time.
Or girl. Girls are guilty too.
Kurt, we're talking about getting hit on in general, but mostly in groups. Because I've seen it on the Heroin Support group. I've seen it on a lot of groups, but I'm mostly on my group.
There's a ton of them. You can join them. Kyle will send you some links.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm a gentleman. My mother raised a gentleman. For the most part. I can't say that.
No, he is a gentleman. I'll give him that.
I honestly specifically try.
I love it. Add me.
I specifically try not to be a weirdo sometimes, where it almost comes across as I'm being like a extra weirdo, like specifically.
No, it does not, because you know what? That's what women are expecting. Someone to be a fucking douche, and when he goes and he's not being a douche, we're like, what's wrong? this is weird.
You can pull out the old,
Why is that weird?
Not all men are like that. Like, well, yeah, but you shouldn't even have to fucking say that. Like, it's just lead by example,
or
guys.
Women.
Or women. Because it does happen.
It's women too.
Oh no, it does happen, but they're not as blunt. I've noticed.
I disagree.
For the most part, at least in my personal experience.
Yes, I absolutely could. You have to do that.
Exactly, Kurt. I was just talking about that. The whole "you're too pretty to be drugs." Like, oh, everybody's too fucking pretty for drugs. You would have to be the most Walmart hideous person on the planet to be like, drugs are for you. Like, no, like. It's literally a devil person.
I cannot believe you just said that.
Why? Because I associate people with I shop at Walmart. I don't fucking care.
Not even that. That was a horrible.
No,
you're a horrible person. It was a horrible thing to say.
I was being facetious. Duh. But no, seriously.
Such an
No,
ass.
and everybody's too pretty for fucking drugs. Like, everybody. So.
Right. See, you know what? The thing, though, is, okay, you and I, when we hear our phones, we answer them right away because we're assuming that perhaps someone needs help and it's some fucking idiot going, hey, sexy. You're taking away my time. Don't just...
Burnt Vaseline. That's a good one. And Kurt, those posts, those comments generally only happen on an attractive...
Travis, I gotta say, I've been to some NA meetings and it was... very uncomfortable.
Oh my god, I've only been to I was court ordered to go for the first, like, I'm not a meeting person, it's just me personally. Like, I get they work for a lot of people, but I went to a meeting, or I had to go to like 3 week, and the AA one was mostly old timers, like there was no other people there, but the NA one was a lot of people and a lot of people in my small town.
And they were all court
and there was no, I mean, it was a large group too. There was at least 25, 30 people, which I've never, like, it was a big church. But there was clearly just like 3 or 4 genuinely like attractive people, and it was like a goddamn like laser. Like every time one of them stood up, you could just follow their heads.
Kid, I have friends, speaking of the dick pics, who will draw on them and then send them back to the person. They'll either make them larger or put a smiley face on it. They're like, there, I fixed it for you. Here you go.
Screenshots, everyone. Screenshots save lives.
Liz, hello, darling. We're just, I don't even know what we're doing here tonight. We're
losing our fucking minds.
Yeah, we're stir crazy. It's been really cold, and you know, we just...
No, today was a balmy 40 degrees, so it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it heated up today, so that's why we're all wound up. But we've been in the house for a while, and yeah, we didn't really have... I don't know. I mean, I guess...
If you have to stop and say, would this get me slapped in real life, then don't send it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you could send a virtual slap, you know what? I'm gonna start a company where you can send me.
I think
you can send me a person.
Emoji.
Yeah, you can send me a person's name, and I'll find them. If you want to pay me, like, pay for the plane ticket, I'll hunt them down and I'll slap them across the face.
Okay, please stop saying you're going to assault people.
I'm not gonna assault anybody.
You just said it.
All right, we'll do this. I'll have. You know what? We'll work out the kinks later. Allegedly. That's what they say, right? Well, if you go back, if you go back and check his Facebook Live, he clearly said he was going to assault
We're going
people.
to end up having to delete this video.
Like, but Your Honor, he was super thirsty. Check out his Facebook comment to this girl. I'm like, oh, you're right. And the judge will court order him to be slapped across the face. Because
all right, so we're gonna wrap this up with ways to protect yourself, screen your friend list better. If all of their friends are girls with,
I would never hit a puppy.
Their boobs hanging out, then you probably don't. I don't know. Like, if I see that's most of their friend list, I'm not accepting your friend request.
Those are easy to spot.
Yeah, I'll scroll through. If everything's like looking for girlfriend stuff, you know, I'm not looking for someone, so you know. I don't know.
And I get it. Like, addiction's a very lonely experience a lot of times. So when you get back into recovery, you want, like, that feeling of companionship a lot of times. But there's ways to go about it. And
dick pics are not one of those ways.
I don't understand dick pics for the goddamn life of me.
Well, and you know, I mean, if someone is requesting them, that's one thing. But just if that's your opener, you might want to rethink. I've had.
That's not a good pickup line for the bar.
No, and I've actually sent back to people, has this ever once worked for you? And usually just no response. And then I don't ever hear from them again. But
just send them a picture of a magnifying glass.
You still wasted a minute of my life, so stop. Stop making girls and men feel uncomfortable when they're trying to get help. That's it, the end. Right? No?
Probably.
Yeah,
it was probably the end 15 minutes ago.
All right. Yeah. So Liz, wow, look at you.
Beat him, join him.
Spank me like a bad puppy. She said.
I would never hit a puppy. I will.
I know. Once you get to a
allegedly,
certain age,
I'll hit a thirsty dude though.
Once you get to a certain age, you're like, hey, all right. No. No, but if it's unsolicited, please, guys, just don't, or girls, don't.
Everyone's talking about the Hollywood
Because
scandal.
you're hot, Liz. What?
But we're gonna talk about the addiction shit because nobody wants to talk about it. Stop being a fucking creep.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, honestly, I mean, you could, especially like in a meeting setting. I mean, you could really.
The potential, exactly. The potential to hurt someone. Yeah.
They might not ever want to go back to a meeting because you were a fucking asshole there.
Or just talk to anybody. Like it's really.
Yes.
It's like I said. It's.
So it is.
It's
serious.
a shame that other people have to dance
serious.
around.
It is serious.
People have to dance around like messaging the people, or sometimes people just won't open a message, or just completely ignore, or just leave a group or like a potential support system in general, like a meeting or what she was just saying. Like it's.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
that
not
was a
just
big
a
problem
joke.
with
It's
Ava
really
and I.
not.
You know, we would walk into a lot of meetings and just, you know, you just feel everyone staring at you. I mean, and then, you know, you go outside during smoke break time and 12 people are swarming on my daughter, all like, oh, do you need a sponsor? Here's my number. Blah, blah, blah. You know, like, come on. She didn't make her want to go back. So stop. Just stop. She'll ask you if she wants you to sponsor her.
Generally, the rule is you're not supposed to have different sex sponsors anyway.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not a written rule.
Also.
I mean, none of them are written.
She knew this also.
But the hormones get flying.
So basically, just do the shit on Snapchat. The end.
If it's consensual, then by all means, go for it.
Snapchat.
But for the most part, come on, like you know what you're fucking doing. Come on.
I don't know. Some people I've had seem pretty fucking clueless, but.
Well, then their mothers did a poor job.
Perhaps that's the case. So then Google how to communicate more effectively with people you're romantically interested in. And I guarantee you dick pics is not going to be on that list.
What not to do.
Yes. Maybe we should do that. Not right now, but we'll make a list of what not to do.
Just made me tired just thinking about doing things.
Of doing anything.
Yeah, Kurt, I have too, but I mean, it's really just not as, like, for some reason, it just, I don't know, seems less threatening. Like, I don't know, which it's really not.
It's
like,
not.
It's not. It's just as much of a big deal. Like,
there's some psycho bitches out there. Let's be real. There's some psycho bitches out there too.
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend joined the circus, so I mean, there are psycho bitches out there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, go to the bar. You'll find.
No, not if you're in recovery.
Yeah, that's true. That's bad advice, Kurt. Bad advice.
Snapchat. Just keep it on Snapchat.
Yeah, but then you have to find the person's Snapchat, so they have to be like already like putting themselves out there, which is also like it's a fine line for the people who are receiving them, not for it's a big fat.
So perhaps the people receiving them, you need to be a little more clear.
I'm not.
Or just hit that block button instantly, and
yeah, because it's kind of.
And like Kyle said, if it's not something you'd say to someone's face or show someone in their face the first time you're talking to them, then don't do it. And don't
you want someone
ever
talking to your mother like this?
me ever without asking my permission first. That is very intrusive, and that pissed me the hell off. I've had that happen a few times. All right.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, yeah, we're gone. Peace out. No bullshit.